Hi there, it's Kevin, and today I'm going to be playing Realm of the Mad God. Just checking to make sure everything's all set up and happy. Oh, that should not be like that. And that looks good. That looks good. Everything looks good. That's good. That everything looks good. So, I am going to start. Thank you, Laurel, for that retweet. So today I'm at least going to start off with this wizard, and I'll be working on dexterity mostly, but also I'm going to be working on fame levels. You can see that I need to get up to 800 fame to get my next star on wizard. And right now, Fame on Death is sitting at 641, so I have a ways to go yet. Still have Boots on the Ground and Thirsty and Friend of the Cubes. Hey, Shayna! Hi! How are you doing today? I hope you are doing as well as can be expected, considering the situations that we all are under. I'm doing okay. All right. Well, yeah, I don't expect much more than that right now, but hopefully watching my stream will make you feel better. Oh, look, it's Biff the Buffed Bunny. Are we still on? Are we still on for playing tomorrow? I think I'm going to do a hive. But I'm just going to do a rush. We sure are. Good. Good, I'm glad. I have not gotten to play games with you enough. You know, I'm not sure what the best way to play is. I used to play. There's a piece of Flash software called Flash Projector, where you don't actually need to have a browser to play, or you don't need to have Steam loaded. And that seemed to be pretty good until the sound stopped working for me in the Flash Projector. And so right now I run Chrome and then run it in Flash, but run Flash in Chrome, that is. But I know a lot of people play it in Steam, so that's probably pretty good as well. Alright, well, I was hoping for a potion. I did not get a potion. It's a rare drop to get, you can get dexterity potions from the hive. Yeah, if you, if you go to the website, there's a place sort of, I mean, you can't really see it on my stream, but just up into in the upper left-hand corner, there's like a download icon, which is for downloading Flash Projector. Very frustrating that just the sound stopped working for me using it, but Flash is a clunky piece of software. And it's going away at the end of this year, so really, I don't expect a lot out of it, and I don't expect any fixes or anything. But yeah, so the people who are maintaining Realm of the Mad God are doing a client in Unity, which is going to replace their Flash version. And hopefully that will be more stable, more secure. Is this river going to go where I want it to? Ah, it looks like it is. Whoa! Oh my goodness, that was some amazing lag just then. And T3, nope, don't need that. Yeah, when the monsters rubber band like that, it's it's an obvious indication of extreme lag. Game doesn't know where the monsters are, so they just sprint very, very fast all over the place. All right, so T3 cloak, nope, don't need that. Thank you for the retweet, Shayna. And a T3 star, throwing star. Nope, don't need a shuriken of T3. Hey, found the Godlands. T8. I don't think I need T8 leather armor, but I will hold on to it. I don't need it. I can drop it. Yes, this is the situation that I'm much more comfortable with, is dealing with one god at a time, sort of pulling them in. Not that kind of god, though. Yeah, those guys, the constructs, they look a little bit like the golems do. They heal each other, so you need to do an enormous amount of damage all at once, or you need to stasis them to be able to kill them. There. So, yeah, I don't obviously do the requisite enormous amount of damage, and so I avoid them. Or try to avoid them. But yeah, this sort of dealing with one god at a time is what I'm much more comfortable with than what I was doing yesterday, which was basically wading into great big gangs of gods, where I always feel a little uncomfortable. Those floating eyes, I just killed one of them, can inflict blind, which is... come on, you're following me, aren't you? Well... Oh, she dropped something. A T8 heavy armor. I probably don't need that either. Because Medusas are usually more aggressive. They'll... There. They will follow you. And a staff character can just back away, let them follow like this, and, well, I should have backed away a little bit better than that. T8 staff, I probably don't need that either. But yeah, you can back away from them, they'll follow, and you can just shoot at them and they'll run into your shots. That's the... walked right into that shot. Okay, so both the floating eye and the Medusa are following me, or were following me, and then they gave up, apparently. Come on. There you are. And it blinded me. Hello, Kim XE1. Come on. You can be... Oh, I killed it. Sure, I'll go into the snake pit. I like snake pits. Supposedly the drop rate in here for the... I think I read something that the drop rate in here for the Acidified Assassin set... I have closed this realm. Well, I just got out of there in time. Gonna try the game now. Okay. I got out of that realm just in time. Didn't really want to go to Oryx's castle. So, because I am in a dungeon, I will not be sent to Oryx's castle. I hadn't even been paying attention to the number of heroes left. So, there is a snake oil, a nice little healing potion. Unlike the substance that it is named for, which a snake oil salesman is somebody who sells drugs that don't actually help you at all. These snake oils do help. They are not a joke item. Party heal 100 hit points within 10 squares. Oh, a room with a lot of little snakes in it. All right, let's go this way. My minions have failed me. Oh, yes, they always do, Oryx. That's the sign that people are getting sent to Oryx's castle. Well, it starts with the earthquake and then forced teleporting to the castle. We have found the boss room. Well, I have found the boss room. That was a nice quick kill. I am at max dexterity. I mean, sorry, maxed speed already, so I do not need that potion for myself right now. But I kill off characters so frequently, I'm sure that I will need that potion for a new character sometime soon. Get a head start on picking up speed potions for my next new character. Though I don't have any max level potions at the moment, so I will have to... My next character, I'm going to have to actually level up unless I don't have any characters die for, what is it, 2 weeks until the login calendar, I believe, a couple weeks from now, has a potion of max level. And it's all sorts of tiny little snakes again. Yeah. Oh, ow, ow. Yeah. Quit complaining, character. Doesn't hurt that much. And a T2 ring, which I do not need. Well, Shayna, if you decide that you've figured out which way is best for you, please let me know. If you want me to come help you. I would be willing and happy to do that. And I even have some stuff that I'd give you for free for just being in my guild and being you. Alright, where do I have to go now? Do not tell me that this is everything. That's ridiculous. This is like half a dungeon. It is taking up very little of the map. Oh, there's... Well, okay, but that's only going to be one room. That's ridiculous. There's no way this is going to be more than one room. Wow, 2 T2 rings. Not any better than 1 T2 ring, really. Okay, here's another place to go. This is the one that will lead me to glory. I am sure of it. Well, I hope what it leads me to actually is a snake pit treasure room. Because the very large snake that guards the snake pit treasure room is another place where you can find a drop for the acidified assassin set items. And it's another one of these snake... Have I actually... My goodness, I've already filled my backpack. Well, I don't think I have a problem dumping snake oils if I run out of room and get something good from a treasure room. At least there were a few more rooms than I thought at first. And there is another way to go after this. Yeah, this way. Yeah, I'm not very good at placing that, what is it called? Magic Nova spell. The ability spell. I did a pretty good job on the 2 or 3 of them that I did against Steno. this time, but often I'll be off from where I really should be, centered on the group. Amazulu has come online. Apparently you remembered what your password was. I know that you were worried that you might not be able to remember that, but okay, my carry inventory is officially full. If I find anything else, I'll have to drop something. I don't think that's going to be a problem, though, because I'm pretty sure there's not another treasure room. Or a treasure room, I should say. I don't think there's a treasure room left in this small area of the map that I have. Complain, complain, complain. And no, I did not actually think, nor do I think here, that there's possibly a door there. No, I just don't like to see those areas of wall all black. So I'm heading back to my vault. And I'm definitely dropping off that potion of speed. If I can figure out where to put it. But I do have a spot in here somewhere where I have some other... Ah, there it is. So for right now, that goes there. A T8 staff, a T8 leather armor, and a T8 heavy armor. No. Alright, so leather, I already have 3 T9s. Oh, heavy armor, I have a T9 and a T7 prior to this, so... Woo, upgrade. And staff. 2 T9s already sitting in there. One time I thought I had yet another one sitting somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right there. So I have 3 T9 staves, whatever. So I'm going to drop some stuff in the Nexus. And there was evidence once again of lag. When the on-screen area doesn't update, and you see sort of like a blackish area in the direction you're going, that's because of lag. Game isn't really certain what it is that's there, and so it shows blackness for a little bit. All right, well, I don't know what to do with this egg now. Really don't want to get rid of it. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to drop another one of those snake oils. And that is it. Hey, Maddie, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Slime or dragon? So you are probably on a different server than I am. So let me, actually, I can figure this out. I assume you're asking me which portal to go in. EU West 2 as priest, is that right? Oh, I need to... it's not going to tell me. I'm doing great. This is the first time I've been here. I told you I would. Yes, you did. And thank you for showing up, Maddie. Wow, thank you for the bits. Thank you very much. So Shayna, is this your character's name, or is it a different name than that? I think that's right. I'm a Zulu. And you're a 7th level priest. If that is you, then you're on EU West 2. It's me. All right, so I will, give me a few seconds here, and I will head to EU West 2. Servers. I'm standing next to you. I don't know how that could be true. Thank you for buying. Yeah, certainly. You are definitely welcome, Maddie. All right, so is this... Let me just make sure. I have the realm eye in a different... Okay, so you moved to US Midwest 2. All right, you stay there. You stay on US Midwest 2. And I'll head back. I was going to go to your server, but you went to mine. So, all right, we will go back to US Midwest 2 and go here. Thank you. I don't want us to... there you are. Hi there. All right. What I want you to do right now is I want you to go to the guild hall. So follow me. This doorway here leads to the guild hall. So I'm not sure where you are. There you are. All right, so we'll go in here. And then you stay there for a moment. I'll bring you some stuff. I'm going to go to my vault and get some stuff for you. Nope. Yes. Yeah, that should be good enough. All right. I'm going to drop this on the ground. I want you to pick it up. I'm going to wait a few seconds so that you that you hear that I've said that, and then I'm going to drop it. So pick up those 2 items and put them on. I'm not sure where you're going. There you are. There. So, yes, you now have a much higher defense. You can see what your defense is by clicking on this tab right here and then looking here to see. Your defense should be much better now. Anyway, so let's go out to the realm now. Hey, do you want to, we could, if you want, we could, yes, most definitely. We could go into the Realm of the Mad God voice channel on my, my server, my Discord server. All right, can you hear me now? It's not... Ah, yes. Huh. Is it not... Are you not hearing me on the server? For some reason, it's not lighting up. Oh, I bet I know what I did. Can you hear me now? Good. I still have it set as I can hear you. Yes. I still have it set as push to talk from that meeting we had. So let me try and deal with that. I'll be back in a second. Um, 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 All right, that should be better. All right, so let us head out to the realm. Where was I? Done. So how's your stream? Okay, I'm just reading my chat. So how's your streams been going? My streams have actually been going really well lately. Um, I've been getting a reasonably decent viewer count. Chat has been pretty active. I'm going into Giant over here. People seem to have been enjoying my streams. So everything's been good. All right. So I don't know what you really want to do right now. We could go a little bit inland. You're probably defended enough so that you don't have to worry. Now, if you look on your mini map, I am the green dot. Because we're in the same guild together, it shows me as green. All right. So if you're trying to go, where did Kevin move off to? Which is a problem with anybody who's trying to follow me on Realm of the Mad God. So I can move down to you. And there's a lake in our way, unfortunately. We'll just have to go around the lake. Yeah, that darker blue water you can't actually go into. It won't let you penetrate it. Why don't I just follow you for a little while? You go where you want to. The movements? You want to go into this pirate cave or... Yeah, let's go. All right. It looked like you were walking into a wall there and then shooting it for a moment. All right. Well, I can't say that I've never done that. I face plant into trees constantly, for instance. And let's see, I'm not really sure which you've got a T0 tome right now, right? So your ability item is the lowest possible level. It is possible to find better tomes than that in here. So if you check all like the pink bags, the brown bags will just have potions, the health and magic potions. But a pink bag might have a better tome for you. I don't know if you can pick up a better better wand than what you have now. You going up against... Oh, I thought maybe you would... Yes. It does get a little scary when they rush at you all at the same time. All right. And if I see a better wand or tome for you, I know you're not going to get a better ring or robe because I just gave you pretty good ones, but if I see anything better for you, I will let you know. Okay, so I am at the edge of the boss room right now. Let's see, what is this? Nothing, nothing, and nothing you care about. You went up a level! Yay! Those are usually not useful. Marks are used, so there's the Tinkerer. I don't know if you've gone to the, all right. So if you go to your vault, there's 4 portals sort of in an open area, right? There's one portal that goes to the guild hall. There's one portal that goes back to the Nexus. There's one portal that goes to your pet yard. And there's one portal that goes to like a quest room. In the quest room, there are 2 areas. One has a person, I mean, they're both behind sort of tables or whatever. And one of the people is for the login calendar. Every day that you log in, you can get a new item from that person. The other one is for what's called the Tinkerer. He will have a list of quests, and some of them will involve marks. In fact, most of them will involve what are called marks that you can get by completing dungeons. That was one of them, but he almost never asks for a mark of Dreadstump. Sometimes he will. I just left the dungeon, by the way. Sometimes he will ask for like one from each of 5 dungeons, and one of the dungeons would be from the Pirate Cave. But that's not a common quest. But if you want, we could go back. We could go back to the Nexus right now, and you can go in there and look around. Go into the quest room, and then I want you to meet me in the guild hall again. So if you follow me, so right up here, sort of to the upper right of the area where you come in, is another entrance to this sort of quest. It's the daily quest room. Or you can go in through your vault. Either way leads to the same place. I can give your friend an egg. I was actually, Kim XEXE1, I have a selection of eggs here. And I was going to give Amazulu Gaming one of them once she gets to the guild hall. So if you look in the daily quest room and go up to the guy on the left, he's the login calendar, he's the login seer. And you can click on see rewards and it'll bring up the calendar. And one of them should be set to show you, yeah, click on this and you'll get it. And then to the right is the Tinkerer and see quests, and it lists a whole bunch of quests. Yeah. Right now, you aren't at a level that you're going to... Yeah, you're not going to be able to complete any of these quests. A lot of them are even beyond me. I usually complete 2 or 3 of these quests each day. But for instance, here's one. Double Trouble. You have to be involved in killing Oryx 3 times, and then Janus the Door Warden, who is also an incredible... both of those are incredibly difficult opponents. Anyway, so I'm going to give you a choice of eggs. I have an aquatic egg, a woodland egg, an avian egg, an insect egg, and a reptile egg. So what kind of egg do you want of those? A reptile egg, so some sort of lizardy thing. Probably a chameleon is what I would think. I don't think I can just drop that on the ground. I think I have to trade with you for that. So we get to do a trade. I think this is how. Wait, actually, it's easier to do it this way. Here, I will click on you and click trade. I requested a trade, so that should show up there. And now you don't have to click anything other than when it highlights trade, click that. There, and now you should have that egg. So what you do now is you go to your pet yard, which this down here is an entrance to your pet yard. And you can also go through the vault, and there's also in the Nexus, there's an entrance. Have I got my, so Kim XCXC1 asks, have you got your free stuff from the shop? I didn't get anything today, so if there's new stuff in the mystery box shop, today I have not gotten anything. Anyway, so to hatch your egg, put your pointer over it and shift click it. And then it will ask you if you want it sent to your pet yard. And you say yes, obviously. That's the whole point of what you're doing. And then there should be a little creature running around in the pet yard with you. So you move your character up to that, and it will give you follow and release as two options, and you click follow, and now that pet will follow you around and help you out doing whatever it is that particular pet does. And until they follow you, they're not especially helpful. They don't follow you. They kind of move randomly, but so there's a free Easter pack sitting here in the mystery box shop. So more free stuff. So if you come back out to the Nexus, to the upper left from where you come in, there is like a wizardy guy. Oh, there's Kim XCXC in game. So he's got a question mark on top of a staff up here. I don't know. Oh, there. Yeah. So you go over him and you go into the shop. So click open on the shop. He's got mystery boxes and packages. Usually you have to pay gold for these things, but sometimes he has free stuff. So if you click on the packages tab and scroll down to the bottom, it should have one that's listed as Ultimate Gandalf. Ah, okay. Hello, Ultimate Gandalf, and thank you very much for the follow. And I think I only noticed one of Maddie's giving me bits things. Thank you, Maddie, very much for both times of giving me bits. All right, so you got all the free stuff from him. It's sort of infrequent, but he does give you free stuff occasionally. Is that somebody who has a knight as a pet? That's kind of interesting. I think Kim XCXC1 just dropped a couple of eggs for you. If you want to pick those up, go right ahead. So this brown bag right here next to me, get on top of it and pick those eggs up. Anyway, so now you need to go back to your pet yard and hatch those. And then you get to decide so which one you want. When you move over them, very often that is true. So if you move over them where you get that follow release thing and then put your pointer over it, it will tell you what their ability is. Can I see vault? I will show you the vault in just a moment. Yes. It will tell you what ability they have that's active and what potential abilities they have. So your pets will all be common pets, I believe. And they'll all have one of their 3 abilities unlocked. And they'll be at level 1 in all of them. Okay. So heal is probably the best one. So either of the heal ones are what I would start with. And you can only have one pet follow you at once. You can have up to 50 of them in your pet yard. And if you've ever looked at me when I've been wandering around my pet yard, I do have a full pet yard. What? I I've done weirder things than that. I have I don't even want to say it. It will completely destroy this reputation for wholesomeness that I have. So I've had a priest, and one of the classes of pets is humanoid, and of course they're tiny little humanoids. So I had a priest with a tiny little person following me around. Um, Now everybody knows I'm not nearly as wholesome as they think I am. So, uh, okay, go into your vault, and then the thing that isn't a portal of those 5 things is your wardrobe. So you move down on top of that, and it will say change skin. You click choose, and it will give you the list of possible skins for your character class, and a couple of them, I mean, one of them is like the classic one, the one that you have now, and another one should be whatever it is that you just got. Some of them you could buy, some of them are only dropped in special bags. All right, anyway, so that's how you put on different skins. And somebody asked for a tour of my vault, so I am going to spend a few moments showing people what I have in my vault. I don't know if you're watching my stream at all, but you can see all the exciting stuff. None of it is actually exciting in my vault. I mean, I do have a couple of things that you don't see in everybody's. I have a wine cellar incantation, which is a special kind of key. Oh, that's right. I was going to move this into here. Anyway, I have a chest that is just full of keys. I want to put that. No, I want that there. This. A cloth, so it can change part of your outfit. It doesn't make you look like somebody different, but it will make you look like you're wearing a different pattern, I guess. So the futuristic one is like ones and zeros. It's green ones and zeros on a black background. It's supposed to make it look like kind of a very old computer monitor, but with just ones and zeros on it for some reason. Showing off my gift chests as well. Anyway, at least you have one of the best prisms in the game. It says Ultimate Gandalf. Yes, I have. Which one is it? Ah, there it is. The Brain of the Golem. I also have. Some people really like the rusty cuffs as well that go with the Brain of the Golem. All right, I'm going to head back out to. I'm going to head back out to the Nexus. Yeah, my vault isn't filled with garbage necessarily. It's just I don't have any of the top tier gear. $66. No. All right, Death Mage over here is where I'm going. It's over to the left. I don't know if you're out here yet. Okay. There you are. All right, we're going into Death Mage. No, no, no. You have, I mean, you've got, for this area, I mean, there's nothing that's going to touch you even. So. Yeah, that's why I gave you what I gave you, is so that you could deal with what's past this road here is what's called the lowlands. It's the area that's just past the beach, and you can easily deal with any lowlands monsters. The fact that you have a fairly high defense and you're a priest, so you just press that space bar and you heal yourself as long as you've got, yeah, the magic points or mana or whatever you want to call it. Do you want to go into this forest maze? It is a slight, I don't know if you've been into one before, but it's a slightly harder dungeon than the Pirate Cave. It has creatures, basically the moths in here. Their little spheres will confuse you and make it even harder for you to maneuver because it rotates your controls. So, yes, those little spheres, like the one that I just got hit with, they confuse you. Also, you can get what's called a speed sprout out of here. A lot of the creatures will drop them. And that will make you move around a lot faster for about 5 seconds. Yeah, it's not called a maze for no reason. Finding your way around in here can be tough. What with the exits to rooms not being really obvious? I mean, you can see on the map, oh, there's a room past here, but it there. You were worried, weren't you? That very large, yeah, that these very large squirrels can actually hurt. I'm not sure why I only had 5 of each potion there. That was weird. Anyway, so yeah, you move around, you go, okay, is there another room past here? And then you try the wall to see if you can pass through it. So take your time. I'll just hang out with you here. I mean, nothing should be able to do a lot of damage to you. If you get into any trouble, just let me know. Just get used to this dungeon. The red and the, well, that's blue. The red is a heal potion. It will heal your hit points, and the blue is increases your mana, yeah, back up to normal if you've used any. So yeah, so they're magic potion and heal potion. Now your pet, Kim, has a little penguin as well. I didn't notice that right at first. Your pet is at level 1. You can you can, in your pet yard, you can feed your pet. You might have noticed that there was like a caretaker in there. So you can go up to him, and what you feed your pet is magic items. If you hover your mouse pointer over a magic item, like your staff, for instance, it should say feed power and then a number. So that tells you how effective it is at feeding your pet. So you don't want to find something that's got a feed power of 5 and feed it, because feeding your pet also, in addition to the magic item that you're feeding it, costs fame. So that in the upper right hand corner of the active area, the screen, it should have a number followed by a chevron, sort of a orangey V-shaped thing. That's the boss. We are now in the boss room. That very large moth is Mama Megamoth. She is the boss of this place. And she will also confuse you. So, as a priest, your weapon is very good because it can shoot at things from a long way away. Yes, Penguin Squad! I really like my little penguin, by the way. Hey, good for you. When you're feeling that you're moving way too slow, that's the time to pop that thing. Yeah, you put your mouse pointer over it and shift click it, and suddenly you're very speedy. Or at least much more speedy. It really depends on how you're comparing yourself to somebody who's already max speed. I can move very fast, for instance. Okay. That's the launcher for their beta client for their Unity, their new Unity client. But I don't think they're in open beta yet. Okay. So, okay. So, you should have, it should say something, like under your name, it should say like level something or other, right? You're level 8. The maximum level you can get to is level 20, but once you hit level 20, what you do is you accumulate fame instead. And there are what are called fame quests. The more fame you get, the more fame quests you complete. And each fame quest you complete gives you what is called a star. If you, let's see, how would you do it? If you see my name under on the lower right hand area and hover your mouse pointer over it, it should say something like rank and then a number. So I am rank 49, I think, right now. And you are rank 1. So you need to get a character. You need to get a character. No, I don't want to trade. Thank you for the offer, but somebody offered to trade with me in chat. Anyway, so once you hit level 20 and complete a fame quest, you will get stars, and where did you go? Oh, you're up here. And that's kind of a measure of how much time you've spent on the game. And so they want people who've spent enough time on the game to. That is an interesting skin that Splundy has. Nope. That's a character. with an interesting skin. I think also there's a cloth involved, and they have a big sword as their pet. You can get all sorts of pets in this game. I have a couple of pets that are dreidels. It's a little dragon. That's got to be the character skin they're talking about, is that it's a little dragon. Keep running away from me. Ah, come back. Oh, you don't have to actually have to come back. I can. Don't worry about it. The fact that there's somebody there should not bother you. They can't hurt you. Other characters can't hurt you. Well, that's better than the one you have. There you go. Now you've got a T1 tome. That means you can heal better. And now Splendy wants to trade with you. If you want to trade with them, that's fine. I have noticed that people want to trade with my friends just because they're my friends. And they want to trade with me because I guess they like my streams. Anyway, but I have just, and this is a personal decision, I've decided that I will not trade with people or accept donations from people. And that's, I don't feel I'm any better than that. That's just how I, oh, by the way, this road demarks the Midlands. So you're going to get much tougher monsters here than you would in the Lowlands. I think you're up to it right now, but just warning you. Oh, there's a T4 wand here. I don't remember what wand you have, but do you see that? Anyway, so in addition to being tougher monsters, it's better treasure up here as well. If you go much further inland, what you'll hit are the highlands. And if you go further inland from that to the mountains, what you'll hit is the Godlands. Oh, so you see these kind of walls and pillars right here? That demarks what's called, I believe, a temple. So up and to the right of where you are right now is a temple, and inside of the temple is often what's called a coil snake. The coil snake will usually drop an entrance to the, oh, and there's also a chest usually in the middle of the, so if you go to where I am right now, I'm hearing a lot of ah-ahing. Anyway, so there's often a chest in the middle of these temples, and sometimes they'll have decent treasure. But it looks like somebody must have killed the coil snake that's in here. The Forbidden Jungle is a little tougher than this Midlands area. You have leveled up. Wow, level 10 already. Yeah, don't shoot the trees. It won't help you. So these gray things that you keep seeing that have sort of spheres wandering around with them are called golems. So there's one of them right there. I do not know what these spheres are supposed to indicate. But they hang out with the golems, and they will eventually like go away. They'll if you've killed the golem, the spheres will go. Splendy has changed skins. and now he's wearing a swimsuit. Well, yeah. Hey, it's a green dragon. With a baby dragon along with it. They almost always come. They almost always come with a baby dragon. I'm not sure where you just went. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So you've left the game. That's okay. I have done that. Usually, because I have this multi-button gaming mouse, the button right by my thumb is sort of go back, the back arrow, and so I'll accidentally bump it, and hey, I'm not in the game anymore. All right, so you're back in the Nexus again, right? I see you. All right. So let's head back to one of the portals up here. Orc. Let's go to Orc. There you are. Let's go. Snake Pit event. Yes, Doc. They're having a Snake Pit event right now where the chance of dropping better treasure is higher, I believe. But I do not want to take Amazulu into a snake pit right now. I'm fine going into pirate caves and forest mazes, and probably the hive would be okay. A spider den and a forbidden jungle would be okay, but the snake pit is just a little tougher than that. So I okay, Splendy's now wearing a pirate skin. You want to go into a pirate cave? We could do another pirate cave. All right. It's more than just the snake pit. I've been doing wine cellars. Okay. Yeah, eventually pirate caves will be like nothing to you. You'll wonder why you ever thought that they were tough. you'll be Yeah, that's always a good idea. When you're learning something new like this, do it slow. Hey, it's the boss room. In addition to the boss, he tends to keep a lot of the tougher pirates with him, so. What did you do? You're not here. The controls? Oh. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Hmm. Are you... So... I don't know. Did you go back to the Nexus or... Oh, you went back to... You're back in Orc again? Alright. I went back to the Nexus to see if you were there. So now I'm going to Orc. Alright. There, we're both here at the same time now. Isn't your spirit thing cute? I think these pets are all very, very cute. When I first started playing the game, they didn't have any pets at all. Pets weren't a thing. Then they added pets, but the pets didn't do anything. They were just decorative. And then they decided, well, let's make the pets do something. It really changed the way the game was played when they started having these very powerful pets that didn't die. When you die, your pet just goes back to the pet yard. Once again, this is the road between the beach area and the lowlands area. There's Kim XCXCX again. where did you go? You're over here on the beach. Did you want to do another pirate cave? All right. Right. If you want to go to the Nexus, for me at least, it's R. So yeah, if you get scared, if you think you're about to die, hit R and go back to the Nexus. But I don't think there's anything in here that's gonna be able to really give you a challenge. This is more about learning how to move and learning how to shoot and... It's a pirate monkey. Don't feel bad for it. It made its choice. Yeah. So in your vault, you should have at least one vault chest that's open. So when you see treasure, you can look at it and go, is this worthwhile to pick up just to bring back to my vault? That's it. You can. All it does is it makes it all blurry. So some people like that effect, but other people, yeah, I'm not excited about having everything go blurry. Now, I think you probably saw what are called pink blobs. They're sort of circular things with like little tentacly legs that live up in the Midlands. There's also what are called gray blobs that look just the same, except they're gray instead of pink. If you kill those, they can drop magic mushrooms. It's a rare drop, but they can drop them, and then your character hallucinates. And everything looks different when you're hallucinating. Like, all the characters look like different, maybe monsters or something. The monsters all look like monsters, but different monsters. And that's another one of those things that some people like and some people don't. So, yep, this road up here, once again, we are by the Midlands. If you go in from this road, there is a grove of like cherry blossom trees. At the center of that, an ancient spawns. So it's a tree that can move around and hurt you. There isn't one in here right now. Somebody must have killed it. But they are kind of interesting in that they're an evaluating boss. They have a phase where they start out and they go, okay, how tough are my opponents? And it evaluates you based on how much damage you do in a certain amount of time. The more damage you do, the tougher it will get in its next phase. So if you're just starting out, you run into an Ent Ancient and you're all alone, it won't be too much of a tough fight. You'll be able to kill it. If you have a whole bunch of high damage people, where are you? Oh, there's a Candyland right there. Ah. I thought you were good with computers. What happened? Oh, that's it. Well, I went back to the Nexus since I figured you'll end up here eventually. Oh, okay. All right. Um. All right. Did you actually go to Orc? All right. I'm going to Orc right now. All right. I see you. Well, I kind of see you. I see where you are in relation to me. I can go down to you. Wow, you're way far away. I'll get to you eventually, though. Closing in. Getting closer. Yeah, with that Int Ancient, I occasionally have problems because I'll show up with maybe one of my underpowered characters, one that I'm just leveling right then. And at the same time, a whole bunch of really tough people. Where did you go? All right, there you are. I didn't see you for a moment. I was like, what happened? She didn't leave again, did she? No. Apparently, you're still here. Anyway, so a whole bunch of tough characters will show up, and they'll do all sorts of damage to the Ent Ancient, and so the Ent Ancient will go, well, this is a challenge, and he creates a bunch of extra monsters, and I'm standing there with my poor little under-leveled character, and I basically just have to run away. All right, I'm almost there. There you are. I'm here, I'm here. Okay, there's a rubber ducky apparently as a boss monster right now. Well, during various seasons, they'll have special boss monsters, and so now they've got Easter, but I think they also have April Fool's stuff as well. So stop shooting me. Will Ivan, I'm not sure how, Pilier, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And F. Dig Gambling. Did you typo something there, or did you actually mean to say gambling? Do you want to go into another forest maze? All right, let's go. No. Excuse me. Thank you, Will Ivan Pilier, for the follow. Mr. Favorite Early Game Dungeon. Oh, dungeon is the Hive. Your favorite early game dungeon is the Hive, Doc? I like the Hive. But I don't like bleeding, which is a status effect that can get inflicted on you by those red bees in the Hive, because it kind of sneaks up on you. But yeah, it's a fun dungeon that you can actually get some really decent stuff out of. The Hive is tough for early game characters, yeah. Well, there's a dungeon in this game called the Hive. Yes, it does. It actually drops potions of dexterity, so you can permanently improve your character's dex with those potions. And dex is the stat that controls the rate at which you shoot. So the higher your dex, the more shots per second. But it also drops a couple of nice magic items. The boss of the dungeon does. That have very high. They have very high feed power. So if you're looking to feed your pet, they each of them, I think, have a 450 feed power. Which if you look at the stuff you've got right now, probably none of it is even close to 450. I actually find Hives tougher than Sprite Worlds because Sprite Worlds are so brain dead for me, says Dr. And I can never remember. Doc. I'll just call him Doc. That's what he said I should call them. Yeah, Sprite Worlds, if you have decent defense, are pretty easy. Only they have what are called native sprite gods in them, and then the boss of the dungeon are really, in the Sprite World, are really tough, but there are also all these little sprites that are just annoying. You don't have to worry about their damage very much. So, hey, it's the boss room. What server are you on? I am on US Midwest 2. We're all just going to dance around the portal. So when you die, which everybody eventually does, there are fame bonuses that you can get for doing certain things. One of the things is called Friend of the Cubes. Except right now it would almost be Friend of the Spheres. Those little spherical things, like this purple thing right here, are normally cubes. This month they are spheres. And if you can get all the way to dying without killing any one of those, you get that Friend of the Cubes as a fame bonus when you die. So that's one of the bonuses that I try to get with my characters and often fail. Because when you're running a priest or a wizard, anything that has a long shot distance, you could fire a shot and not know where it's going to end up, and it could kill one of those things. But There are a number of different fame bonuses. Have you looked at all at there's a wiki for this game? Have you looked at it at all? Yeah, it's realmi, that's EYE.com, and then it's one of the options in the sort of menu area at the top of the screen is the wiki, and you can read all you'd ever want to know about this game. You can read the, hit points of the various types of monsters and descriptions of all the dungeons and lists of every possible weapon and ability item and armor. And so those bunnies are sort of based, I think, on the rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. They are easily enraged rabbits. You hit them once and they suddenly become enraged and start shooting at you. When they're just running around as white little bunnies, they are completely harmless. But when they are enraged, they become violent. All right, where are you? You're over here. There you are. Don't have to worry about Santa Claus. No. He's just here to give you presents and be nice. There's that one of those bunnies, and you've enraged it. So will I, or Willie, or I'm not sure. I do not accept donations. Thank you very much for the offer. But I have decided that I will not accept donations. And you went this way. All right. Yeah, I found many people very generous in this game, and they look at my stuff and they go, wow, I have stuff that I don't need that's much better than what he has. And I can absolutely understand that feeling. But I just decided that I would accept no donations, and I don't really do any trading either. So I try to play the game with the stuff that the game has given me, either through play or through like the login calendar. This is the road to that demarks the Midlands, so we are pretty close to the Midlands here. They are actually weir animals. So like there's weir leopards and weir tigers and weir panthers. The toughest one of the group is the sort of brown and white one that is the weir lion. So they aren't just kitties. They are nasty, monstrous, dangerous kitties. I don't know if you saw that blue thing that was sort of zipping around there. That is a sprite. And these are, I believe, hornets that are sort of circling around a bigger hornet. If you come to me right now, we can go into a hive. If you look at me on your mini map, there's a hive right here. It'll be here for a few more seconds. You went into the wrong area. you went into the graveyard. Here I am. So go into here. And Doc says, Realmi is the encyclopedia of the realm. Yes, it is. So, here you are. There's tiny little flying things that don't really hurt much. There are these red, angry bees. They hurt a lot. And these... You just got yourself stuck in honey. You look like you're still doing okay. You don't seem to have much damage. So yeah, you can fire at these tiny little things, but you don't really get experience from them, and they don't drop any treasure. This sort of hive-like thing that's over there can drop bottled honey, which is a healing potion. Those white things are larvae, which hatch out of the eggs. If you break an egg sac. If you break an egg sac, it hatches a bunch of larvae. The tiny little flying things, actually, the sort of hive thing that I said can drop a bottled honey, reproduces those. It's sort of so they can come out of there. Seem to be very unlucky about getting bottled honeys, though. Now you have to watch out if you get hit enough by those red bees, the angry bees. The bleeding can start to mount up, and well, then you don't have many hit points left. So this is the boss. There. I don't know if you were actually in on that at all. Did you get any sort of treasure drop? All right. The Mark of the Queen Bee is not especially useful. It's another one of those that is sometimes asked for by the Tinkerer, but kind of rarely. On the other hand, I got a Honey Scepter, which has a feed power of 450. Yes. All right, back to the realm. And where are you? Oh, you're right on top of me. That's why I couldn't see you. You're not moving. So you can reprogram all of the controls. If you go into the options menu, you can change whatever you want to whatever you want. If some particular set of keys is not working for you, if it just isn't intuitive, you can change it to something else. Yeah, so when you do that, when you've rotated the screen, press Z, and it should rotate it back to the way it was. You are welcome, because that's another thing that I've done many, many times. Micro What died at level 20, killed by a Medusa. That's a kind of creature you find out in the Godlands. So tough, nasty. So if you make it to level 20 with it, excuse me, if you make it to level 20 with this character, I will give you a potion of speed, which will permanently increase your speed. As you level up, your stats increase, but once you hit level 20, unless you can get a potion of some sort, your stats will stay the same. What server, asks Auto Kite? I am on the US Midwest 2 server right now. That is my normal default server. These blue things are undead hobbits. Apparently when almost everything in this game is a god or a guardian of some divine malevolent being, says Doc. Well, not these characters, but I mean not these monsters. They're just kind of hang out here and annoy people. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so once you, oh wow, cool, you're almost up to level 20. So yeah, once you hit level 20, the way other than getting more fame to advance is to find various potions of whatever stat. So each of the stats, attack, speed, vitality, defense, dexterity, and wisdom, have potions, and then there's also potions for hit points and magic points to increase your maximums on those. There are, each class has fixed maximum that you can't go beyond even if you drink a potion. And if you reach the maximum, it shows it in that little tab of statistics by turning it yellow. So for instance, right now my speed is 50 and is yellow because that's the maximum speed a wizard can have. And it's another sort of bragging thing. You know, you have a character who is 0-8, none of your stats are maxed. I have a character who is 1/8. Ooh, I have my speed maxed, so woohoo, that's exciting. And there are people who have like 15 characters who all 8 of their stats are maxed. So 8/8 is what that's called. And when you die, your tombstone, and there's a tombstone left in the spot where you die. When you die, the tombstone represents where you are sort of on that scale. If you are less than level 20 and therefore 0/8, it's a little sort of brown tombstone. But hello, Auto Knight. Isn't that a nice dinosaur they have as a pet? Someday. So in addition to improving your pet through feeding, which is how you get it from, say, 1/30 to 30/30, I have gear for you. I thank you very much for the offer, but I do not accept donations. I decided when I was going to start streaming that I would not accept donations, but thank you very much for the offer. If you're still okay, so you are watching the stream still. Good. Yeah, I keep saying this. The people in Realm of the Mad God have been so generous with their offers and very generous with helping me as well. I mean, many people have run dungeons with me that I could not do on my own. And helped me complete them. So that the people in Realm of the Mad God have been very nice to me. So that was a green slime. It is a Midlands monster, which means we're approaching the Midlands. Also, that little black bat that I just killed, that's another Midlands monster. They sometimes stray outside of their where they're spawned. Let's see. I'm not wrong. The god monsters start with a hive. Like Unker and Linky, ha ha ha. They are kind of stacked. Yes, Unker and Linky have both helped me run dungeons that I absolutely could not have done on my own. There's another black bat. I don't know if you can see, but over to the right there is where the road is for the Midlands. But yeah, people look at my gear, and I'm sure that they almost feel sorry for me. Where are the Godlands? Sort of up there, I guess. Ah, did you see those gray blobs? There's one. It just exploded right next to you. That's their behavior. They rush at you and then they explode. And if a lot of them do that at once, it can do a lot of damage. I've actually had characters die from those things when a whole bunch of them rush at me at once and explode. But yes, if you can kill it before it actually explodes, it will drop. It has a small chance of dropping a magic mushroom. But they rush at you really fast. Yeah. Okay, so this area down here, I don't remember what it's called, but it houses a lich, which is a powerful undead creature that's another of the evaluation. It's another of the evaluation type monsters. You do a lot of damage to it, it gets a lot tougher. So you might want to not be in this area. Oh, come on. All right, I killed one of the... All right. All right. Yes. So that was a fight, and it's good that you weren't here for it because those things do a lot of the things that the lich creates do a lot of damage. I was actually taking a bit of damage myself there. So, all right. You probably just saw that somebody said the word snake. People will call out dungeons when they find them. And that person was just saying that they found a snake pit. So if anybody wants to show up, you can teleport to people by using their dot on your mini map. You can teleport to them. And so you could look for that person's dot and then teleport to them. And you would be there with a snake pit, which I don't think you're quite ready for yet. But they're not really terrible, but they can be a little scary. I could help you, or I could keep playing my PPE and doing wine cellars. I don't know that we need help right now, Doc. I'm just sort of showing Amazulu here the game. She's played once before this for a little while, and I've been trying to get her to play again for almost a year. But she finally broke down and decided she would play with me. So for thinking ahead to what you might, what sort of treasure you might want, here, let me check something. Usually, if you haven't reached 20th level in the class that you're running, you might want to look at saving some gear in case your character dies. But also, you can look ahead to what your next character is going to be if you've reached 20th level. And there's on Realmai, there's a sort of flow chart that shows you if you get to a certain level with this character class, what character classes do you unlock. So you got to level 5 with the wizard, that unlocked the priest. And if you get to level 20 with a wizard and level 20 with a priest. That unlocks the necromancer. Wow, a lot of gray blobs and pink blobs in this area. Once you've gotten to, and you've gotten way past it, once you've gotten to level 5 with the priest, you unlock the archer. So you would look for the sorts of gear that an archer wears, which a bow, a quiver is the archer's ability item, sludge, and a bunch of mini sludges, which the big sludge creates. Shambling sludge, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, it's more hornets. And there's another hive. You want to go into a hive? Let's go into a hive. And everybody wears rings, so... So you would look for bows and quivers and leather armor, so medium weight armor. Hide armor? Yeah, that would be... Yeah. So yeah, the three sort of classes of armor are robes, leather armor, and then, or medium armor, and then heavy armor or like metallic armor. So right now I'm standing over a basilisk hide armor, which is tier 3. All right. Remember, when you're taking damage, you can heal yourself. All right, there's the boss. Yeah. Sometimes it's better to focus on taking out all the rest of the opponents before you focus. Okay, look at it says T and then a number, right? Right. That's the tier level. The higher the number, the better the armor, or the better the weapon, or the better the whatever. And you're sinking into the honey. Yes. Kim decided to sink into the honey with you for some reason. Anyway, so armor and weapons go T0. Well, actually, I think armor only starts at T1. But so T1 to T13 for armor, T0 to T13 for weapons. Ability items go... ability items and rings go T0 to T6. So you can evaluate how good is this by that number. And there are also what are called untiered sort of specialty items. If you look at my stuff right now, I have my robe is a chasuble of holy light. It's an untiered robe. And so it doesn't fit into the tiering system, I guess you could call it. It's got different benefits and detriments, if you will, than the straight "this is better than that" tiering system allows for. And then there's also, in addition to tiered and untiered, I don't remember what the S stands for, but there's ST items as well. And they are like, can be in sets. If you get all 4 of the items in a set, it will change your skin. So you can look like some very odd things. And if you get less than all 4, but you have more than one of them and are using them, they will usually combine to basically enhance each other. So for instance, you might have something, item 1 increases your defense, item 2 increases the amount of damage you do when you attack. But together, if you're wearing both of them, they also will increase your speed, let's say. So that's the ST sort of items, that they work as a set. Well, there's a forest maze here. You want to go in or not? Okay. Going in. The ST stands for special tier, and the tiered armor goes to 14. Says Doc. The orb from the hive is actually pretty good. I suggest keeping it, said Doc. So, that's a little bit about items. When you get confused, it's always, I believe it's always the same. It just rotates your keys 1 over, so you can practice being confused and eventually get good switching back and forth between being confused and not confused. And I actually did that once a number of years ago, and then I stopped playing for like 2 years and lost the ability, and I haven't spent the time being confused and practicing it. I'm very bad at being confused, which is extremely unfortunate for one particular dungeon, not this one. This one's kind of an easy dungeon, so it doesn't matter if I get confused in here. But there's a Manor of the Immortals where there's a bunch of bats in there which will confuse you, and then I panic and run away. Basically, I leave the dungeon if I'm confused long enough. Is the Manor of the Immortals your mortal rival? Asks Doc. Well, it's kind of. Right now, it's the easiest dungeon that I have not been able to do a solo clear of. If you want to get a better look at your mini map, the scroll wheel on your mouse allows you to zoom in and out. So you can see better where you might want to look next. Maybe down here, and then this way. You are 19th level. You are almost to level 20. It's sort of a milestone. Your first character to level 20. Because I'm pretty sure you didn't get your wizard to level 20. All right, over this way. And that's just a... which way next? Yeah, there's no exits out of that room other than back to where we were. How about... No, that way is not going to be it. They call it the forest maze, and there's a reason for that, yes. Yeah, there's no other exit from this room other than the one that we came in. So, up this way. So the brown bags and the pink bags, everybody can see the same. I swear we gotta help be able to do manners by yourself. Let's see. Says Doc, I don't want to miss the stream where you solo the Manor of Mortals. That will be an epic stream. Yes, that will be. I will be so happy when I can finally. And the thing is, I have done solo clears of Manors of the Immortals multiple times, except for the boss monster. I have never been able to solo kill the boss monster. Lord Ruthven, who is the vampire. You and the Manor of Immortals are like rivals at a dojo, and the Manor of the Immortals killed your sensei. Yes, Doc, that's exactly how it is. Anyway, so yeah, I have come up against him so many times. I would say at least what's a good estimate? 8 times I've come up against Lord Ruthven after completely clearing out every other monster in the dungeon, and then I just can't kill him. Somewhere there's a way to get to that boss room. They don't ever make it so that you can't get to the boss room. That is not a thing they do. Nope. Okay, if you come to where I am, you can see me on the mini-map. I think I found the way. Okay, you're going the wrong way. Yeah, even there's a tougher dungeon called the Abyss of Demons, which I've gone into twice, and once I did a solo clear of it, and once it killed me. I died in the dungeon, but still, I mean, that's better than what I've been doing in the Manor of the Immortals. Just because I can't get past that final boss monster without help. I mean, I've done it with help, but I would really like to do it on my own sometime. All right, where'd you go? There you are. All right, I see you now. Oh, what was I saying about bags? So yeah, the brown bags and the pink bags, everybody can see. Purple bags are yours and yours alone. Nobody else sees those. And then there are bags beyond that. There's blue bags, light blue bags, orange bags. egg baskets, which are kind of a bag, but anytime they have an egg in them, it'll look like a little basket with an egg in it. And white bags. White bags are the top, basically. They're the thing that everybody wants. Is a white bag drop. You're not going to find any. The different monsters have a different set list of things they can drop. So none of these monsters are ever that we're in the lowlands with are ever going to drop a white bag. They're going to drop the brown bags, the pink bags, and maybe a purple bag if it's one of the tougher ones. Like this one right here, the one that's shooting stuff out from itself in all directions. Yes. So let's see, where'd you go? There you are. Yes. Potato tea. Evan, I have an uncommon humanoid pet. Does Amazulu want it? And if so, I think you should keep it for them until they upgrade their pet yard to uncommon. So what Doc is saying is that they have an egg. Most eggs will hatch common pets. Uncommon pets are the ones that are tougher and have like their second ability unlocked. So he has an uncommon humanoid egg. A pet that will will hatch an uncommon humanoid. Do you want him to give it to me so that I can hold on to it until you have upgraded your pet yard? The way you upgrade your pet yard is you spend fame. There's a certain amount of fame. I don't remember how much it is that you need to spend to upgrade your pet yard from common to uncommon. Right now, Okay. Yeah. Right. Someday your own pets you'll be able to fuse to improve them to be uncommon. It's taken me a very long time, but I have a few rare, which is the level above uncommon pets, including woohoo, level 20. And you are a 2-star character now. In addition to number of stars, the star that goes along with it has a color. So 1 through, I believe it's 1 through 14 stars is this light blue color that your star is, and then it goes from there. I think dark blue might be the next level, and yeah, so white star is the highest of the high. That means that you've gotten 5 stars, the maximum number of stars on each. I believe she did say no for now. Yes, on the egg. Oh, somebody just called a Toxic Sewers and a Manor of the Immortals. Two very tough dungeons. What was I saying? I lost my... I'll just keep it in case they change their mind. All right. Oh yeah, so white stars, the highest. It means that in all 15 of the current classes, you've gotten 5 stars. So you have to get 2,000 fame. I don't know what it's saying for fame for you right now, but you can see 2,000 is a long way off. I have never gotten a character up to 2,000 fame. And my star total, let's see, what would it be? So 15 times 5 is 75. So you'd need 75 stars. I have, I believe, 49 right now. So it is a lot of grinding. Making it to white star is a major achievement. Okay, so we're nearing the Midlands again. Which means tougher monsters and better treasure. You're wandering away from the Midlands. Back to lowlands monsters. Ah, those are Midlands monsters there. So these are really interesting. That sort of kingly thing there. There are smaller ones of them that also have crowns that heal that king. So that's why it took a little bit longer to kill that guy, because he was getting healed by his subjects or queens or princesses or whatever they are. So yeah, that's a decent amount of loot that are in these 2 pink bags. I don't know. Cool. And there's another one of those. Yeah, that's... That's almost always what you find in this area in purple bags, is a tier 2 ring of some sort. Somebody's calling the Toxic Sewers. That's a dungeon that I've only been in once, and I left very quickly. It is a tough dungeon. I should not have gone into it the one time I did, basically. And here's the road that marks the border between the lowlands and the Midlands. I don't know if it's showing. It shows sort of bounties. What they're called, with a little red arrow pointing in a particular direction and a tiny picture. Right now, it's showing me a bounty of a Grand Sphinx. We do not want to go there. That is a really tough monster. Once you hit level 20, it will tend to show you a lot of stuff like that. Just really, really tough monsters. There's another sprite dashing around. Okay, well, I haven't been paying attention to it, but this realm, this particular sort of island, has only 3 remaining Heroes of Oryx. That's a class of monster that once they are all gone from an island, the island closes, or the realm closes, doesn't let anybody else into it, and a minute or so later, it sends you to Oryx's castle, which is a really, really tough dungeon. If you get sent to Oryx's castle right now, I would very strongly recommend that you hit the R key. Because there are what are in Oryx's castle are tough monsters and really tough monsters. And so, you do not have enough experience really to deal with that. Now, Doc just recommended in my chat, maybe it's time for Highlands. So maybe you want to go into the tougher areas. Right now, you just went into the lowlands, but maybe... Actually, what I would like to first see about is see if there's a coil snake right here. So it just said, I will suffer no more of your impudence, right? I have closed this realm. You will not live to see the light of day. You can leave now, but nobody else can come into this particular realm. And in a minute or so, I don't remember what the timing is, but this whole place is going to start shaking, and he's going to say something about, sending you to his castle or something like that. And then you will be sent to his castle where you do not want to go right now. Yes. If you are in a dungeon at the time, you don't get sent to his castle. If you come over by me, you can see that there's more like pine trees in the area that I'm in. That's the indicator that we are close to the Highlands. All right. I'll just stand here. So yes, once the earthquake happens, hit R, because you don't want to get... I mean, the first area is fine. You don't really get attacked right away, but if you were to move into the more dangerous areas, you're saying a lot. Remember, you can heal yourself. I just noticed that you're down a few hit points. Not a lot of hit points, but still. Poison is used by assassins. Sort of above you, I guess. Oh, time to leave. Hit R. Uh-huh. But you could see everything. I mean, they give you as many warnings as they can to let you know. I mean, it has Oryx say stuff, and then it has him say more stuff, and everything gets all shaky. They do not want you to say, "Oh, I had no idea that I was going to get sent to Oryx's castle." They want you to know for sure. So I've been at this a little over 2 hours today. I think I am ready to be done. Unless you really want to run with me some more. If you do, I could still play some more, but I'm okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for playing games with me. I very much appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourself as well, and and thank you everybody who's been watching the stream, everybody who's been chatting. It's been a nice, fun stream for me. So I will be signing off now. Hope everybody has a great day.